So if you think you need millions or years of experience or minutes to spend to buy a business, think again, because today I'm going to walk you through how we supported just one of our clients to buy multiple businesses in just months with no personal capital, no personal guarantees, and very little time to spare. And the best part is obviously you can do the same. So if you don't know me, I'm Moran Pober, founder and CEO of acquisitions.com. We've been involved at this point in over $1 billion in business transactions. And today I'm going to share a powerful lessons from one of the few deals that we supported with one of our clients and how it worked for someone who had very little time or money to invest upfront in a deal. And the most important thing is that he just didn't make excuses. He listened to what he said. He understood that every day that you don't take action is basically another day that you're missing out on buying and doing millions of dollars of transactions, of acquisitions, right? That could have been yours if you took action earlier. So just before we go into the lessons, just so you know, it was a manufacturing transaction, manufacturing businesses in the industrial components space. In total, about 13 million in annual revenue, 3.5 million in EBITDA. So it wasn't some small side hustle. It was a real profitable transactions. And yet our client, again, bought it no personal cash without taking a personal guarantee. All right, so let's dive into the lesson. Lesson number one is that you don't need a perfect background. You just need massive drive. You don't need an MBA. You don't need fancy resume or long track record in finance or whatever to buy a business. What you really need is persistence and grit. You need to be the kind of person who keeps going when the first deals maybe falls through, right? Someone who follows up when others quit and who refuses to accept a no when you know that there's a yes behind it, right? In the end of the day, drive, that's what beats credentials every single time when we work with people who close deals versus those who don't. Lesson number two, if the corporate path feels wrong to you, it probably is. So what it means that if you feel like you're wasting your life in a job that doesn't excite you, that's not just a feeling maybe. It's your gut that telling you that there's a better path, right? And buying business can let you skip that ladder and go straight to ownership of a business. And obviously, it's not easy, but it gives you control. Nothing is easy in life, not even 9 to 5, right? But when you buy a business, it gives you control, freedom, and an upside that you'll never get in a 9 to 5 job. Lesson number three. Small business multiples are where the magic happens. So you don't need to find a unicorn business. You just need to find a solid, boring businesses with steady profits and just buy it at a smart price, right? So while you see tech startups, they might trade at 20 times earnings or profits in simple. Small businesses often sell at 2 to 4 times earnings or profits, right? It means that you can buy a business and get your money back, even if you buy it all cash in 2 or 3 years, and still own the assets after those 2 or 3 years, right? It's very difficult to get it in other asset classes. Lesson number four, good deals aren't listed for sale. You have to go and get them. Right? So the best deals, they rarely show up online. They don't have a broker directly, and there's no pitch deck. You have to be proactive, right? Even for us, yes, we have a network of brokers that bring us deals before anyone else. That's a moat. But if you go off market, it means that you're sending emails. It means that you're making calls. It means that you're showing up where business owners are spending their time, right? It means that you create opportunity by reaching out before they decide to sell the business. Lesson number five, messy businesses create opportunity. You might open the books when you look at a business to buy and find missing reports, outdated software, sloppy systems. It's part of life. Like some of those businesses are crazy. right? They still have like, I don't know, they write their finance, do their accounting on paper, right? And yes, it can potentially be a red flag, or it's a chance to add value and see it as an opportunity. Because most buyers will run away from disorganized businesses. But if you can see past the mess and find a way to clean it up, you can buy very cheap and grow real fast. So it's something to keep in mind. Lesson number 6, go direct to the owner and avoid the bidding wars when you're doing so. So when there's no broker involved, you don't have to compete with potentially 10 other buyers. You can build a real relationship with the owner. You can talk about their goals. You can have time to find win-win deals for both of you. Right? Sellers in general, I found that they often prefer this. They want to know that their business, their legacy, their baby is going to someone that cares and give a F about them. And by the way, if you want help learning how to go direct to the owner and avoid bidding wars towards buying your own business without needing a ton of money up front, then our team helps people just like you structure and close smart acquisition like this every single day. So if you're serious about owning a business, buy acquisitions and buying a business in the next few months, book a call below. That moves us to lesson number 7. Creative structures of deals can help you avoid using your own money. That's the way. You want to find a way to not use your own money. That's the way. Learning deal structures, which means that you don't need to empty your savings or ask for friends for loans, right? And there are smart ways to structure a deal. There are, maybe you heard, like seller financing or earnouts or using the business own assets to fund the acquisition. So when structured properly, when you do it the right way, a deal can close with little or no money from your own pocket. You still pay good money for the business, but it doesn't necessarily need to come from your pocket, right? Which moves me to lesson number 8. Asset-based loans. Those are the loans that can unlock millions of dollars without risking equity. So if the business has inventory, receivables, equipment, what you can do is you can borrow against those assets with asset-based lenders because they care about what the business owns, not what necessarily is in your bank account. They want collateral that can access right away. And that means that you can fund the deal and still keep full ownership with those type of structures. Which moves me to lesson number 9, which is you don't always need a personal guarantee. Yes, it is possible to close a deal without putting your house or your future on the line. It just might close some other options. So if the business, for example, is strong enough and the lender see values in the business, they might finance the deal without needing personal guarantee, which that means that you personally limit your risk while still owning the upside of the acquisition. Moves me to lesson number 10, which is the best buyers solve problems for sellers. Some people think that I don't know what, but buying a business isn't just about the numbers, it's about solving someone's problem. Maybe they want to retire, maybe they want to simplify their life, maybe they want to move on. If you can make the process easy, fast, clear, then they're more likely to sell to you as the buyer, even if it's a lower price. If they like you, the best way to get someone to give you the business for free is to get them to like you. Lesson number 11, be a human, be relatable, be someone that they want to work with. It's so important, really. Sellers aren't always impressed by suits or spreadsheets or whatever you think will impress someone. They want to feel understood. And when you're honest, transparent, and real, people feel it. They're more open. So be the kind of person that they'd want to, I don't know, grab lunch with or spend time with, not just someone who want to buy their business and just make a financial offer. That's the difference between getting an amazing deal and so-so deal. Lesson number 12. Real estate in a deal can be the secret weapon in a deal. So many business owners, they also own the building that their company operates from, right? So you can use that to your advantage. And the way you do it is you buy the real estate, you sell it then to an investor, and you can then lease it back. And this strategy is called what we call a sale leaseback. and it can give you a huge kind of like pile of cash that can help you fund the business purchase. Right? Pretty cool. Lesson number 13, know how to spot arbitrage opportunities. So what we do here is we buy a business for, let's say, 2 times earnings. You bundle it with other businesses, and then you could sell it for 5 or 6 times earnings. That difference in value, that's what we call arbitrage, the multiple arbitrage. And it's super powerful way to grow wealth fast. You don't need to grow revenue. You just buy smart, you improve efficiency, and you package it together, few businesses, ideally from the same sector, and you package it better for exit to get higher multiples. Lesson number 14, don't get stuck operating when you should be focused on owning the business. So owning a business doesn't mean that you need to be on kind of like the shop floor every day. Your goal is freedom as the owner. It's to always delegate so you can focus on the higher level activities, on the vision, on raising more capital, on doing more deals. So you hire great people, you delegate, and you set systems. That's how you do it. You spend your time ideally on growth, on strategy, not putting fires or micromanaging. And yes, maybe at first it's okay to learn everything about the business so you're aware of what's going on. But if you want to scale long term, you got to get above the organizational chart. Lesson number 15, stack profitable businesses and watch value explode. So buying one business is good. Buying few that complement each other is even better, obviously, right? When you stack businesses, also known as a roll-up, you increase value, you simplify cost, and you attract buyers that are willing to pay those higher multiples that we talked about. That's how you do it. Lesson number 16, keep ownership in order to keep your freedom. Every dollar that you give away in equity limits your control. You need to be aware of it. At the same time, if someone giving you the money, they kind of like, the person who brings the money, he got the say. But if you structure deals with debt instead of investors, then you can stay in charge, right? So it means that you get to decide when to exit, how to grow, and how much you pay yourself. So you need to make the decision, kind of like which poison you pick. Lesson number 17, you can start small and still win big. Some people wait until they can afford a big acquisition. I don't know, they waste all their life to save money. But starting small lets you learn the ropes, build confidence, and still create big results. Like even doing a small deal will give you so much confidence that you can do and follow the process. A business doing $500,000 in earnings, let's say, can still pay you more than most high-level jobs. So why not go for a deal even if it's not the biggest deal? Worst case, you'll put it for sale and have the experience of selling a business. Lesson number 18, be in the game and deals come to you. You'll see that once you've done the first deal, once you've done one deal or even announced that you're looking, people will start bringing you opportunities if you put yourself out there. If it's vendors, advisors, other business owners that introduce you to sellers. But none of that will happen until you put yourself out there and make the commitment that this is what you're going to do. And take the first step. You got to take the first step. Lesson number 19, action creates confidence. You don't get confident by waiting. You get confident by doing, by getting the support, learning the process A to Z, and just doing. And if you have a network to help you get there faster, go for it. Even if you don't have all the answers, taking action will show you the next step over time. So don't wait to be ready. Start now, and you'll see you'll figure things out along the way. It's always great to have a mentor to support you, to make sure that you're not making massive mistakes, and maybe he'll be able to introduce you to his network, but don't wait. Lesson number 20, don't buy or build a job. Focus on freedom. If you buy a business and you end up working more hours than before for the same money, you basically bought a job, right? You built yourself a different job, not a lifestyle. But if you focus on smart hiring, businesses with good systems, and building an asset, then you can create more time freedom and long-term wealth. So pay attention to it. And the way to do it is to go back to What do you want? What is your goal? What is your vision? Where do you want to be 1, 3, 5 years from now? And then take it backwards. Where do I need to be today? What kind of a business do I need to own in order to be the version that I want to be 1, 3, 5 years from now? So if this inspired you, don't wait. The best deals goes that they go to the buyers that are in motion. And every day that you wait is another day that you miss out on owning something real. Subscribe for more lessons, case studies, and breakdowns that will help you go from employee to owner. Book a call with us at the bottom if you didn't yet, so we can see how we can help you, introduce you to our network of deals and capital to close deals faster. This is the path to freedom. One deal can change your life, and it can start now. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.